Good morning, beautiful people. It is January 21st, 2013 at 9:56 in the morning. Oh man, we had another surge of energies that came through yesterday, and this morning is awake and I'm feeling the light quotient within my field is like never before. It is more intense than anything I've ever witnessed yet. and I can see it in the field too. There's a lot of people discussing what's going on around them. Many people are confirming what I'm feeling, but a lot of people are discussing what's going on around them as people start having very intense emotional problems that's going on right now, and they're getting very aggressive and wanting to fight. Um, and what's really happening is the negativity and densities and lower vibration and all the life's problems that we've had previously in this life existence, uh, all of those lower densities and emotions and experiences has to be cleared for those who truly wish to go into a very comfortable and heavenly 5D earth. I've had several people that have commented thinking that we're going someplace else. Where is heaven? Heaven's right here. You're creating your experience and the illusion, which is your experience. That's done by your thoughts, your emotions, your perceptions, and that which you entertain. And it's also requiring a clearing of the emotional baggage that you've acquired in this life. You got to get rid of it all. That's why a lot of family members and a lot of persons that are very much in their head and wanting to control and manipulate others are having such extreme problems right now. And we're seeing this across the board. As far as today's energies, this is an upgrade that's going on. It's a higher light quotient that I cannot attribute to anything that's going on cosmically. The cosmic ray density is going down. Earth's magnetic shields, although the incoming CME yesterday had a slight collapse in the magnetosphere and allowed some cosmic pixie dust to come in and sprinkle on us, but it wasn't enough to justify that so many of us are feeling right now. The solar streams, the cosmic holes, the solar holes that creates the earthquakes and the pressure on the Earth's magnetosphere, it's not, that intense. There's no real reason I can find for this level of light that so many of us are feeling right now, other than for those of us feeling it, we've probably cleared out a good part of the densities or karmic baggage that we've got that we've carried for so long, and so we can more easily handle the light quotient within the field. There was a friend who was answering on one of my videos the other day about how do you know when you've cleared your karma and your negativities, and that's because you feel the light. And that's a perfect response. You don't feel it. You're not focused on it. That's not part of your life and your being anymore. And that's the easiest way to see it. And even still, we have things that trigger us, just like I did, I think it was 2 videos ago, where a friend of my ex-wife's had made a comment and, tried to spark what little emotions remain about that relationship up for me to experience and to release, and I did. And I'm sure there might be some more later on that's got to come up too, but it gets less and less and less every time. And those experiences and traumas that we had, those unpleasant times where we were controlled or manipulated by others and treated like we were slaves, and had no cooperation. It's those things that we experience that we have to resolve as being okay and part of our learning lessons, and that we don't wish to experience that kind of crap anymore. So these lessons, they teach us that we, what we do not want, and with that we can create anew to experiment and find out more of what we do want, and create our heaven on earth. There was a friend this morning private messaging me on Facebook saying, I can't wait to get out of here and go to heaven. And what do you think about heaven? And heaven is right here and now. Hell is right here and now. And if you're having a world split apart, that's exactly what's going on, is everybody is creating their heaven or their hell right here and now. On many multiple dimensional levels. If you're playing 4D and still in that field, then you're dealing with persons who are still in 3D thinking, and you might come across a lot of those negativities and the problems that those persons are experimenting with or experiencing, because it's coming into your field, and so you feel it and you have to work with that. And then those of us who are in 5D are still dealing with persons who are in 4D. Some people are in 5D dealing with 4D and 3D. Some of us are 6D and 5D, and we're saying we don't want any more of that other stuff. And so we're creating our heaven right here and now, and it's done by these higher energies, these higher vibrations. It's done by this wonderful light that we're filling our field with, and that light is that's the energy of creation. That is, the higher your light quotient is, the more easily things can manifest that you wish to manifest into your being. How quickly that occurs deals with your vibration. Now, someone else had sent me a message on my YouTube saying they emailed my Gmail account, which I don't have a Gmail account. So I don't know how they figured that I had an email address there. But there's a lot of persons that are asking me to have personal time with them. And I don't really have much personal time to share with people. This is not a business that I do. Although with so many people asking for help, I might consider that at some point, in earning an income off of it. But I have literally moved away from the cash system, grow my own food, have a little bit of financial support from persons who are still within the system that I do things for, and it works out in a good trade that way. But I'm not involved in the 3 and 4D worlds like so many other people's are. And so in earlier in 2012 and 2011, 2010, I was working more on expose of what was going on around planet by the darker side, trying to keep us from this ascension process. And the volume of messages that do come through my email is a couple of thousand a day. And so when people do send messages to me, I don't necessarily get them. If it's of my vibration, it seems to come in just fine. If it's not of my vibration, it's just like law of attraction. I don't get it. So, there seems to be several persons that I'm seeing messages from as I'm looking through my YouTube vids, and they seem kind of upset that I'm not responding, and I just really don't have time. I say pretty much everything that I can within these videos, and so if there's something, and it seems like a lot of the questions that people ask me, I've already responded to. This is my 144th video right here, and all you have to do is to go start at the start and work your way through, and you'll probably have your answers found there. But giving personal attention, I really just don't have time to that. Some persons say that I'm giving them advice. I'm not giving anybody advice. I am not your leader, teacher, guru, any person like that. I am somebody that's having an ascension experience that is quite conscious of what I'm doing, that is arousing others to have theirs, which causes the collective of humanity to have theirs. I just happen to be one of the first persons going through my ascension experience, and I'm relating my experience to everyone in these videos, along with what knowledge, perceptions, levels of consciousness that I have at that time in whatever spirit is guiding me to speak about. If I was to be a spiritual counselor, I'd have to make some money off of this somehow, or some form of income, energy exchange that would supplement what I need in my life. And that's just not what I do. I also don't do it for money for another reason. And years ago, I saw persons who work on their spirituality for money, for their life, for their income, for their support, and they charge people. I started watching as people were going up the ladder of consciousness, and they'd hit a level where they did this at, and then they remained at that level, and they were very slow to keep on the elevation of consciousness because they were not in a conscious state of expansion, which is exactly what my intention is, to keep on expanding, not hit certain levels and remain there. And so that's another reason why I don't do this for money. And I've been pretty adamant about that for some time, although it does still require some income for things that I need. And that brings up another point. I do have a PayPal account for donations, and I do accept donations at pearlstoyou@hotmail.com. And that is not Gmail. I do not have a Gmail account. And so the same pearls to you that you'll see at my videos, that I've had that as my email address for almost 20 years now. pearlstoyou@hotmail.com is my PayPal for any donations. And if persons are sending me emails, that would be the place to do it. I don't necessarily get to all those emails though, and so if you really want to contact me, don't do it on YouTube, do it on Facebook, and it's bill.ballard.71 on Facebook, and I can only respond if I have time. I mean, being a spiritual guru is not really what I do for others. I am doing it for myself and expressing my experience to others. And I hope that makes sense to you, and I hope that solves some perceptions that you have about me in your head. Now, as far as other persons who are asking about the heaven or hell or all the intensity of the darkness that they're seeing, go inside. Quit playing in the illusion. You cannot change the exterior illusion physically outside of your physical being. You have to change yourself. You have to eliminate those that karma, the lower vibrations, the density that's within your field, and elevate your frequency into the light and start focusing on the positive things in the field around you that you experience will transition. It will bring you into a heaven if that is your focus. We are not ascending off this planet and going back home to someplace else until this mission of ascending humanity is complete. And ascending ourselves is how we ascend humanity. And it's a ripple effect that goes out. And anyway, that's just how it's done. Oh man, and here comes the sun. We have light. It was kind of dreary this morning, but it's going to be a beautiful day. And I wish you all the most incredible, intense light like I'm feeling within my field right now, because it sure is luscious. Anyway, bye for now, guys. Have a wonderful, wonderful week and day and whatever, and I'll see you next time.